Hey friends, welcome back to the Paper Girly Studio. Today my plan is to attempt to get all of this into that, or actually all of this into all of these. This is my box of my everyday tools and pens, but I am thinking that I would like to try and organize my desk a little bit. So if you like organizing the way that I like organizing, then come and join me. So first up, let's just address these Tombow pins. I have multiple packs that I bought this summer when there was a buy one, get half off another one at Michael's. So I grabbed a bunch of different packs with the intention of using them to learn how to do that really nice scripted lettering, but I just haven't quite started that project yet. It it just hasn't been on my to-do list of things. It was a great idea at the time, or, well, it was my excuse to buy them. But these pens, these zebra click pens, I do use quite often. I love a click pen, whether it is a felt tip marker like this or my Jinhao 10 click fountain pen. There's just something so satisfying about that little clicky sound when you start and when you finish writing. I don't know what it is. To be honest, those zebra pens were what got me into my pen obsession of just buying pens. These Uli pens I got from Santa Claus last year. My kids did the sweetest thing. Long story short, they put together a stocking for dear old mom. Um, Up until last year, for 24 years, mom made Christmas magic and they just enjoyed Christmas magic. But last year they put together a stocking of pins, these Uli pins, some other pins that I'll be putting in later as well, just for mom. So there are my zebra pins. And next up we have the Tombow markers that I do use on the regular. I use these in my planners, and so I'm going to have them right here on top. So that is my pen container, or of colored pens, I guess you might say. So let's see, get that back there, move my ink out of the way. So these are those mini Cobalt toolboxes. They come in multiple colors. I have pink just because pink is my signature color. So in this box, I am going to, let's see, oh, I have that not cleaned out. Got to get this stuff out of here. I thought I'd clean these all out, but obviously I did not. Oops. I guess I walked out with that. So where are you guys getting all of your fabric these days? Now that Joann's is closed, I'm having issues with that. This is the bottom half of the toolbox. So these are the other pins that my kids got me last year. They're Ulis. I love Ulis. And these are the square stamp pins where one end is a little square. So if you want to do like a list of things to check off, one end is an actual square and then the other end is just a fine marker. So I use these in my planners as well. And they're just fun. The thin end writes really, really nice. I like the thickness of the line that it makes. And the square end is just nice for making lists, I have found. So these are the Uli Stamp and Square, or Square and Stamp. So let's see. So next up, I have my tape. Maybe, let me think here. I just want to get all of this stuff out of the way. I really want to clean out this box. So let's see. Got pencils. I have my basically everyday pen box that I use. Oops. Yikes, you weren't supposed to see that. That is my candy stash. We'll throw that out of the way here. I have things that I use all the time my little rulers, my fountain pen, my everyday fountain pens that I use, my Esterbrook, my special little Coffee Monster pen. So here and there you'll see me just throw things in that, and that is what I use the most of. So I have that at hand all the time. So let me see. I think I'll just put extras up here. Again, these are things that I use all the time. My little, pen thing. Let's see what else. All my little tweezers I like to have within reach at any given moment, so we'll throw those in there. Let's see. I'm going to, one last pair in there. My Uniball pen. Ooh, a nice little sticker. We'll find a place for that. Let's see, what else do I have in here? That is the top for my X-Acto knife. And let's see, my Tombos. These black Tombos, let's see, this is N25 and N15. I use these for just kind of making boxes and whatnot, so I use those quite often as well. So everything that I use, I kind of said I used all this stuff on a daily basis. I like to have it on hand. Oh, this is my very favorite Uli pen. It's a fountain pen. Cheap little fountain pen, but works wonderfully. Wonderfully, wonderfully. So, more pencils, just random pens that I like to have at hand, but I don't necessarily use all the time. Let's see. Oh, let's see. That is, what is that for? Oh, that is for, oh, what do you call it? That is for, gosh, it's blowing my mind right now what that is. So this is a dip pen. So let's see, where should I put that? Yeah, I'll just put that in with random pens. And then, ooh, this one is a special pen. I haven't even unwrapped it yet. It is my 2026 Hobonichi pen that came with one of my weeks. I actually have 2 more of these, but I'm giving them away as Christmas gifts. Or I think I had 3 of them because I had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 planners that I got from Hobonichi this year. So every year they have a different color, and it is marked. And this is a pin that I got from a lodge that I stayed at in Eastern Washington. So that's just a memory pin. These microns are really nice. I love using those. Let's see, what else? What else? Okay, I have scissors. Will those fit in here? Oh, yes. So I think this bottom drawer I'm going to use for scissors. And some scissors, actually, let's see. Scissors, more scissors. I have scissors that I use for paper. Oh, that is for scoring. Oh, that other thing was for scoring as well. That was what I was zoning on. So this is a old Schaefer pen. It's a school pen from back in the 50s that I got in an antique store. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I bought it, so I will put it up there. So let's see, glues. Let's see, these are nice roller cutters. I use those for paper and for fabric. But if they will fit in here, I would like to have them have a home here. Now, as a professional organizer, I really abide by the rule of everything has a home. I like stuff. I like a lot of stuff, but it has to have a home. And I'm not a minimalist, obviously. I like things like this that have, I mean, it's a pencil sharpener. It has no purpose but looking cute. And then also it has a little bit of function as well. So these are my favorite inks. They are the Robert Oster collection. I have 5 inks so far. I'm trying to cut down on my ink buying because you'll notice at the end of this video that above my desk I have more inks as well. They're fun to look at, they're fun to collect, but I really don't use many of them, so I have tried to stop buying as many as I was before. Now, this is my favorite quote, and you'll often hear me say it: slow down and appreciate the good things in life. It's hard for me to do, so I have that as a reminder. And this is my glass pen. Oh, isn't she cute? I got this at Kinokuniya in Seattle. And, ooh, I gotta get rid of all this stuff in here. I did not clean these out beforehand, but, well, that's just life. So I'm going to clean these out real quick and figure out what we're going to put inside there. So when it comes to organization, let me be the first to say that we all have stuff, and I have a lot of stuff, as you can tell. And organization is not about getting rid of stuff necessarily, though sometimes, we do have to do that. Sometimes we do have to declutter. But mostly what organization is having the things that you do own have homes so that they are available to you when you need them. And if you have a home for them, and specifically a system in place, it makes it so that you will actually use your items more rather than just having them lying around. I love what I do. I love helping people. Ooh, that needs to get a plastic cover. I love helping people get the most out of what they own. And a lot of times I have found in my experience that when people have issues with organization, they just don't use their stuff. Let's see. I think I'm going to put washi tape in this bottom drawer since it is taller and I can fit these in here nicely. These are the new Wrong PET tapes that I got recently, and I'm very excited. I'm going to use them in my Sterling ink planner next year. So I know that I'll be using them on a regular basis, so I want to have them here. So I have some extra little tapes. Let me think. Should I put them in here? Let me think. I'll put them in my drawer actually for now. Anyway, yeah, things like this. If I don't have these here in an organized way that I know where they're at, then I'm not going to use them. And for a lot of people, well, a lot of people that I come in contact with because of what I do, they have so much stuff that they just don't use, and then it's wasteful. And in today's economy, we just can't afford to be wasteful. Or I just don't think that it is in anyone's interest to be wasteful. So we all have our own, these are those little two-sided tapes that come where you kind of roll it on like what do you call it? A like write-off type of thing. Let's see. Do these go in here? Do they fit? Here's the question. Do I use them enough to have them here? I don't think so. I think I use that more, so, and that will fit. Will these fit? I don't use the blue one very often. And I actually got these at the Goodwill. Speaking of, I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but speaking of, Goodwills are great places to get crafting supplies. But anyway, yes, as I was saying, we all have our own budgets of what we can afford when it comes to our hobbies. And for somebody that has the stationery hobby, it can be real difficult to not go overboard. So I've challenged myself to abide by a quote that I heard recently, and it's use what you have, buy what you need, save when you can, and then splurge occasionally. So for me, that means that I try to be organized so that I use what I have. I buy the things that I need. If there's something that I need for a project, then you know what? I'm going to buy it so that I can do that project. I save by buying things at Goodwill or getting them off of Facebook Marketplace, that type of thing. And then I splurge occasionally, and that is my Fridays. Fridays, I go to my very favorite paper store, Urban Paper, here near Seattle, where I live. And oh, these pens are the greatest. These Ticonderoga pens. I like them because they are pre-sharpened. Yeah, I get myself a little something on Fridays, kind of as a reward for making it through another week, for doing all the things that need to get done. I don't have any issue with splurging a little bit here and there. So, okay, so here, what do I got going on in here? Oh my goodness, I've just shoved bits of everything in here. Okay, let's see. Ooh, that is a cute sticker. I forgot I had it because it's not with my stickers. See what I mean? Anyway, oh, and these are some washi tapes that I got from Temu, and I was not a fan, so luckily they were cheap. Anyway, I like to do a kind of declutter clean out. Oh no. Oh no, did I break that? Oh shoot. I think I broke the tip. Oh no. Well, I will just put that away. We'll test it later, and if it is broken, then I will have to get a replacement because I do use it for colored fountain pen ink so that I don't have to re-ink pens. Okay. Okay, moving on. These are the nibs for the Jinhao 10 pins that I have recently discovered. Now with the paper issue from last year's Hobonichi, and because I am a fan of Hobonichi, I got Hobonichis as well this year. I could only use certain pins last year. So this year I'm hopeful that I can use all my Jinhaos in the Hobonichi cousins and the weeks, but I'm not sure. I haven't done pen tests. I've just been too busy with other things this fall to make that a priority. I've watched a ton of videos and it looks good. It looks like I'll be able to use a lot of different pens this year, but I personally have not done ink tests in my books. So anyhow, that is going to be important to have. So yes, I say, what is this? Oh, hold on. That goes, where did oh, in here. Right in there. I gotta figure out, I will learn where everything's at. But this goes on my Cricut scissors. I love those scissors. I think that it is a good idea to do a declutter clean out, reorganization quarterly. And I am a little bit ahead of my quarter by doing it right now, and especially so close to Christmas. But it's only because I got a new desk that I'm doing it now. This is what I use to re-ink my pens. And I've had it just sitting in water, but I am going to get rid of my water and just put that syringe in here. That is for ink as well. So I just got little bits in here. I have things like, that's for my mouse, glue stick. I use a lot of glue sticks. I could put it in there as a just random glue stick. Will that shut? I don't know. Okay, we'll come back to that. This, a Crayola pencil. I don't need it. I'm tossing it out. I do a lot of hauls to the Goodwill, but there's some things, little random things like that, that really, I mean, it's not worth it to bring it to Goodwill. I will just toss it out. So I have these little clear boxes. These are the photo boxes that you can get at Hobby Lobby. I get mine at Michael's when they're on sale, and I think they're great for organization. And you will see me use these a lot. That is for my glue, the little tips to my glue. There's my whiteout. I am still on the lookout for the cream whiteout. So if anybody knows where to get that, oh, that's for stamping. Where should I put that? I'll just put it up there for now. But yeah, if anybody knows where to get the whiteout, let me know. Those scissors had to go as well. Those were scissors that were not working well. Those go with sewing stuff. That, oh, these are these little cards that I got. I do pen paling, and when I get a new pen pal, then I send one of these cards with the little cute post, snail mail forever. I just think they're cute, and I put my address on the back so that they have it. Just the cutest little cards. I got them at a paper store in Edmonds, Washington. And then I have these little cards as well. And I got them, let's see, why is there a snowman sticker on there? Let's see, will that come off? Not easily. We'll just leave it on there for now. So, yeah, what was I saying before? Oh, yeah, so this is an early declutter, clean out organization, and it's just because I have a new desk that I'm trying to set up. But normally that is my ring box. These are those little distress inks. I've just started collecting. I have the large ones, and I've just started collecting the little ones so that I can have more colors cheaper and see if I like them before I invest in bigger ones. Ooh, I don't know if this will fit in there. Will these fit in there? Let's see. So, we'll just add some little things in there. So look, wow, I am just at the bottom of this. I'm doing good. Some stickers. Let's see. That looks good. Let's see. So I think that box is done right now. So I will be doing a declutter of my kitchen and a reorganization of my kitchen after the first of the year. So if you're interested in seeing how I do that, leave a comment, let me know. These are all my just everyday things in my pencil box that I use every single day. This uni ball pen I got from my girlfriend, my Uli, all my tweezers, all that kind of stuff. I use that every day. My gorgeous Esterbrook Esty pen, and then my Jinhao Click fountain pens that I love. So those all go in there, and that is their home. I'm not sure what that is, so we'll toss that on the ground. It's just a random piece of paper. So yeah, comment below if you want any specific organization tips or tricks. These are going to find a home somewhere else. I will get rid of this water. I don't need that. And I really want to get rid of this box. I have no idea what this stuff is. So anyway, this is just me reorganizing this box of all of my stuff. It was getting a little bit chaotic. And so I thought that this was a good time to do that and then let you follow along. As I put in my description of this, I am just starting to figure out YouTube. I am figuring out that there are certain things that I am interested in making videos about. There are certain things that I have made videos about that I now realize, guess what, I'm really not so much into them. I was trying out a lot of different types of videos to kind of see what people might be interested in. And then I really just kind of had to check myself, because the reason I started this was for fun. And I really shouldn't be concerned about what people are interested in. I should be concerned about what I am interested in. And while I do want to build a community here, I think I heard that there are like 500 videos that drop every minute on YouTube, which means if you choose to come and spend your time watching my videos, then that's just, bonus for both of us. It's about spending your time the way that you want to spend it. And if that means spending it with me, then wow, I am just grateful for that. So moving forward, my plan is to make videos about planners, organization, and then here and there things that are just kind of random, but are just things that I'm into. I'd love for you to subscribe so that you can find me easily when you do want to spend some time with me. But if for right now you feel more comfortable just checking me out here and there, I totally understand that as well. YouTube is all about building community, but that takes time, and I'm not going anywhere. So take all the time that you need. Check out a few of my videos. And if you discover that, hey, this is my type of gal, then I hope that you'll subscribe to give me some encouragement at that point. Whatever you choose to do, don't forget to slow down and appreciate the good things in life. Thanks for joining me today. Hope to see you next time. Until then, from one paper girly to another, bye.